Everybody wants to be an astronaut. Take the long, tall trail to the sun.
Good evening and welcome back to more for the Golden Path Internationals. Being sponsored by, of course, by Unfussable Narrative. I'm your host and commentator, the BlackShadow, and we are deep into quarter-final action for the competition. We are 3 games down and 6 left to play. All the matches we've had so far have been super close affairs as well, as you would expect now at this point, where it is just good players wherever you look. There's no easy matches to be played at all at this point. But as players continue to eye up their spots in the semi-finals, we're going to look at quarterfinal C today, featuring Hjorth, JC Phoenix, Nail, and Ooba, a largely European affair today. And we're going to start by looking at Hjorth, who was the winner of Group J, which was the same group that I played in. So Hjorth had a fairly solid group stages, 2 wins, a second and a third place. But on an anecdotal side, I don't have the best of reads on Hjorth, to be honest. We only played once in the group stages, and this was the game that I did actually record the 4-player match, where I made the comeback win with the Beast, and one of the best turns of Dune Imperium Razovix that I'm ever going to play in my life. Hjorth played pretty solid, as he Kaz in that one, and didn't played pretty well, didn't do a whole lot wrong, but the truth is that I was obviously so invested in my own game, I wasn't really paying a ton of attention to Hjorth, and a lot of my attention that was being focused was onto Shady at the time, who was playing as the Baron, who was like my main competition at that point. Hjorth kind of plugged away a little bit quietly, kind of stuck to the game plan, did what he needed to do, get in second place, which was good enough to help secure the top of the table. He did follow up with a very close victory in Match C, playing as Ilban. So that is the one thing I would say for Hjorth, is he's definitely happy to kind of go down the card drawing side. I think he's a pretty solid all-rounder from what I've seen. There's no particular weaknesses that I point out. Some players I think are kind of excel maybe at certain aspects of the game, but maybe don't always put the most focus on other ones. You know, Hjorth to me seems a pretty solid all-rounder here, which is definitely very good. But how he's going to fare in this one, I don't quite 100% know. It will be interesting to see what leader he picks as well. His 2 victories in the groups were with the Baron and Tesia, probably arguably 2 of the better leaders, and his other plays in the group stage was playing as Armand Ekaz, and then playing in the round of 14 game with Count Ilban. So definitely quite a variety of characters going on then, and I think Hjorth is just going to kind of make the best situation he comes of it, but I think Hjorth is going to want a slower game. I think that's the one read I would say for him. I think slower games are going to benefit him more, although of course his wins with Baron and Tezzy, who arguably want the game to go a little faster. So you can go both ways in it. But I think if this game absolutely rockets at a pace, I think Hjorth might struggle to keep up on this one. So if it goes 7 rounds, 8 rounds, I think he'll definitely be in the mix. And he's going to be joined by another group winner, that is Nail, who won Group E. Again, apologies for the typo, it's meant to be Nail, not Nile, it's a thing. Anyway, so, Nail topping Group E with 3 wins, which was a very impressive going, managing to outlast Strong Acting on superior points, and of course just the wins tiebreak as well, averaging 30% in the groups, very impressive stuff. Nail also willing to change up as well, his 3 group wins coming from the Baron, Princess Yuna, as well as Helena Kaz, but also playing Helena in the game that he lost and ended up in 4th place, although it was still an incredibly high-scoring affair, about 43 points scored. He finished with 9 in 4th place, which is not going to happen all that often. But after coming through the groups in pretty good fashion, only finished 2nd place in Match H2, Doom of Morals, who's one of only 2 players that are left in the tournament that are unbeaten. So can't feel too bad, getting 11 points of Ilban. Very close match, as you can see here. It was almost anyone's at the end of it. A real good contest. But I think Nail is going to come into this one feeling pretty good about their chances. I think they'll back themselves to get through this and find their way into the semi-finals. Again, there are no easy games at this point. And to be fair, I think in this one there are a few sort of what's the best way to word this? Not lesser-known elements, I guess. You know, there are some names, obviously, around some of the other quarterfinals that are a lot more recognizable to the community as larger. And these ones necessarily can fly under the radar a little bit, but that's probably a good thing. You know, when players know your name and know who you are, that can come at its own problems. So I think everyone could kind of, sneak their way, and there could be a lot of subterfuge in this match, and Nail might well be able to benefit from that. JC Phoenix managed to survive a three-way tie at the top of the table in order to get automatic qualification into the round of 14, just edging out Tomas here. As you can see here, 14 points and 2 wins apiece. A crazy, crazy close finish, and great to see as far as a tournament organization point is concerned, I can assure you. Now, JC is more than happy to get their hands dirty, and I think he's going to be the primary aggressor in this game coming in. His 2 wins in the groups coming from Bistro Barn, as well as Prince Rombor, as well as playing Rombor again, only for a second place finish. Did play Baron for 1 game, though, and actually ended up coming last in that. It was not a very good game for them. But perhaps making up for that in Match D, the round of 14, with the win over Fwick, Twispickle, and Varlin in that crazy, crazy game where Varlin went for it all and miscalculated and unfortunately kind of ended their own tournament. Still a shame. I really wanted Varlin to go the distance in this one, but it wasn't to be. So Phoenix finds himself into this quarterfinal, and I think they will also fancy their chances, but I would strongly suspect that if they can go for a combat-focused character, I think they're going to pick it. I think a lot of these the other players in this game are going to kind of go a bit more card drawing, maybe influence heavy. I think Phoenix is going to be the one applying the pressure on the battlefield. And last up in this one is going to be Ooba, who has been paying a lot of attention to the quarterfinal games as they've been playing, and for probably a good reason. They were a fastest runner-up in the group stage in the sea here. Very, very close tie. Unfortunately, just narrowly edged out by Arendelle Orbit, but definitely scoring plenty enough in order to make their way into the wildcard rounds, where they are one of the 3 players who actually won playing as Alazer. Alazer was playing 3 free-player games, didn't lose any of them. It was very, very notable, so they got through that. Now, it is worth noting, while I've spoke about JC Phoenix's happiness to get involved in the battlefield and go to war, well, Ooba is exactly the same. 3 of his 4 group games was played as Raban the Beast, and his 4th one was played as Prince Rombor, which was a losing effort. Which means that he's more happy to get involved. Playing a laser in the free-player game was definitely a pivot in their strategy, and I didn't expect that, but they managed to make it work. And then in the round of 14, Ooba was the 8th best scoring 3rd place, so only just finding their way into the quarterfinals here by the absolute width of a hair. So maybe that means they're living on borrowed time. They've had to really work to get this far, and they have been beneficiary of some fastest loser spots. But it means that Ooba at some point is going to have to really snatch the initiative here and actually make the win. They will not be able to continue to keep doing that. There's no way. The competition at this point is just simply too strong. So Ooba is going to have a massive game here, I think, if they want to get their way into the semifinals. I think this is a very close game coming into this, and I think a lot of stuff could happen. I think this is a tough one to call as well. If I had to put Main down for a winner, I think I'm going to go with Nail. I think he's just going to find it in the tank to get in, but I think Phoenix could well dominate the battlefield a lot. Hjorth, I think, is going to be very solid. I think Uber is going to probably try to challenge Phoenix, is going to be my guess. And it's going to depend a lot on a couple of key conflicts. I think it's going to make a big difference to who of those is going to come up victor there. But for me, I think Nail to wade through the mess that is about to come and the storm that is about to envelop the game and to get through to the semifinals. All right, then, so we're getting ready for our quarter-final match here, and the row looks insane. I've only just seen a glance here. Nail is getting first pick, which means it'll be JC Phoenix to come here for this one. Interesting thing, I got messaged by Uber before this game, actually. He says his plans for the game is he wants to slow the game down a little bit. He's kind of a very impulsive player, so he thinks there's going to be some mistakes here. Also concerned about the fact all the other players have been pretty comfortable with the Baron, who's not there. Nor is Tesia, but wow, what a set of leaders. This is going to be a game, everyone. So, first thing, so as I look at the row here, Helena's there, Ekaz is there. What a row this is. Gunfotter, very, very scary card. Gurney Halleck, with Helena in the game, is destructive. Ichinengia looks very attractive with some cheap text going. Shifting Legions is one of the most powerful cards in the game, and Shown Directorship, also one of the best cards in the game. So an absolutely explosive row. Minimic, very strong. True Transport's very dangerous. Space Warp can see some fun uses as well. So yeah, leader-wise, there's no Baron. There's no Tesia. There's a lot of good leaders missing. There's no Leto either, so none of the big track people are here. So I think it's going to be an absolute scrap for alliances here. A lot of card drawers. Helena's here, Ikaz is here, Beast, someone is going to be taking that as well. We might even see some Rombo action here as well. This should be a good one. So, Phoenix is up first in 4th spot. As expected, Phoenix has gone for an aggressive leader, taking Ilban in 4th. Not a surprise by this. It is Hjorth in 3rd spot here. So, curious who he's going to go for. I would imagine Helena, I think, for Hjorth. I think he'll see Retroship, but he might go for Ikaz, knowing shifting allegiances there as well. This is a very, very good Helena board, though. I'm not going to lie. With Minimic as well, you can obviously infiltrate tech negotiation. This looks a very good board for Helena, and I would like to see some use there. I don't even like playing Helena, and I would consider it. We see Ilban in 3rd instead here. So now we're going to get to Ooba in 2nd, noticing all the track people are gone, but both Ikaz and Helena still there. Ooba, of course, has been pretty aggressive, but I think he's going to have to feel that he's got to... he might have to pivot here. It's a decision of who he's going to pick, and then we've got Nail in 1st position, who's going to have an interesting choice as well. Yuna's also not terrible, but I don't think this is a great board for her. But Helena will be picked. And then Nail last up here, so he could do a lot of things. He could go shipping heavy. He could take Ikaz to try and pinch shifting allegiances, surely thinking that if Helena was out to be picked, she has been. Rombo would be very aggressive, but I wouldn't totally hate it. But I imagine it's going to be Ikaz here, given the fact that shifting allegiances is on the row here. But this is going to be a very, very complicated game, this. I think it's going to get pretty technical, too, as well. Phoenix is going to have definitely a decisive advantage here on the battlefield with Beast in 4th. And I do think Beast in 4th is very, very good as well. I think very, very capable. And that is what we're going to see. So, Hundro taken. And he's got a choice of Grand Conspiracy or Reinforcements. Wow. That's not an obvious choice here. He's going to go at the end game, though, but he will note the reinforcements at the top of the deck here, so I think he's going to hope to go Fold Space and then Carfag before anyone else gets there. Here we go, everyone. This should be a lively one. So, Beast draws everything. Ilban's got both his diplomacies, but no ring. Helena finds a ring. She'd be very happy about that, so what does she pull first? She's got some persuasion, but not a ton of it. Maybe Gurney Halleck? But you'd need to get a 5th persuasion from somewhere, so I don't know where she's going to get that from. Maybe just pull shifting allegiances out. But this is a very scary board, but someone might decide to over-reveal for some of this. Opening conflict is going to be the mixed smuggling and Solari skirmish. With shipping. So, not the best one, but, you know, plenty of resources going. So, Hundred opens up with Fold Space, as you'd expect. His hand's not very good outside that, though. Helena's got to make a decision what she wants to do. I think it's fine leaving the Signet Ring. I can't see anyone's going to hard reveal for any of these cards, and I can't see Hundro revealing often enough. The question Helena has to decide is, does she want Gurney Halleck 1st round? If she does, she's going to have to go to Arakeen or Tech Negotiation with the Signet Ring. She has to get some more persuasion. She can get Gurney, so it'll only cost 5, but she's only got 4 in her hand here, so she will need to pick some extra persuasion up here, if she wants it. She could also just go, maybe like smuggling with Dune. Well, that is a very strange opening move here. So you don't see this often. Helena going immediately to Haga Basin. Very strange. She is not going combat here. Is she going Minimic? I think she might be looking to go Minimic here. I think Minimic with Signet Ring is what is being planned here. She'll have 3 Persuasion, 1 for Minimic, 1 for Tech Negotiation, and 1 Minds for Gurney. Here's what's going on here. Ilban will go for that. Beast will go first and get Minimic. Will not let Helena have that. Too dangerous. No way permitting that. Well, well, well. Well, well, well. And so the fun begins. So smuggling for Ilban. Ilban prepping up for some Swordmaster action next round. He'll want to smuggle with his Signet Ring and use a dagger to get hold of the Swordmaster. Wow. Hundro's up. Hundro knows Reinforcers sitting in his Carfag, and he's kind of concerned about that. So I think he's going to go ahead and take his own intrigue back here. Yeah, as expected. False Face Carfag wants his intrigue back. He does not want that going to anyone else. Reinforcement's very scary. So, what does Helena want to do now? She's got her spice. Tech negotiation has been thwarted. Beast wisely getting in the way of that, not allowing that. But I think when Helena goes for the spice like that, it's very, very sus. Helena might pivot to selective breeding. It's an option. But the problem is she's drawing a lot of daggers here. I think, and this is why I wasn't too much of a fan of Hager Base in here. I think it's a bit too... It's a bit exploitable here. Now you're not doing anything with the spice is the issue. She's going to tech negotiate anyways, just to get hold of that, which she doesn't need to do. She's going to have 2 persuasion remaining. So, shifting will cost 2. She has 3 plus 1. Anyone turns up in the row here, so I think Helena is basically readying up, and she's just going immediate spy satellites here is the plan. Get a negotiator, and next round she's just going to hit it straight with a dagger, get spy satellites. That appears to be the plan here from Ooba. So, no visits to the Fremen yet. Ilban decides to go Steel Suits. Beast is going Hardy Warriors, I think, more often than... Wow, he doesn't even bother. No interest in Hardy Warriors, okay. Happy to let them have their resources. Curious. So, Hunter's going to reveal for free a dagger. Wow, interesting. So, it's not a good row for free. Let's make no bones about this. Bounty Hunter is a pretty fun card, though, and I would take that. Oh, my holy goodness. Helena is absolutely loving this board. Crazy. What a crazy board this is for Helena. Takes a liaison. I think we might see some early High Council plays in this. People desperately trying to find their way to one of these big cards. I wouldn't blame it. So Helena has 4. Shifting Allegiances will cost 2. And I imagine we'll see a liaison on top of that. That would be my expectation. I don't see anything else that Helena's going to do. Helena's just going to draw cards. She's going to get Spice Satellites and just check Spiceless Flows. And that is going to be Helena's plan here. And if she can pitch an alliance, she does... Wow! She goes double liaison and doesn't even... What? How do you go double liaison and not take shifting? That is insane. It's a 2 persuasion reveal at least. I cannot agree with that. I think that's nuts. Ilban takes a liaison. Beast takes Fopter. What a... Wow. I don't like that. I really don't like that for Helena. I can't agree. Shifting is so good and so dangerous. You just charge an alliance and no one can stop you. I can't agree with that. Anyways, resources are taken. Ilban wins it. I think it was Ilban that won it. So Helena will go spy satellites. Ilban will cash in his smuggling with his signet ring in order to get hold of Swordmaster. I would imagine. He might go Dune and then Dagger and then keep his signet ring for later. He doesn't need to use his signet ring to cash in the money. And then it'll be up to Beast to see what he's got here. Beast's hands are pretty bad. Terrible Purpose is the conflict here, so, you know, don't hate it. I think, you know, it's a pretty good early combat. Getting that trash early is pretty nice. Second place is also pretty good here as well. Silban does use his ring for it. I think he might go for Mentat and then Swordmaster. I think he's going to try and draw everything here. Beast goes Carfag. He wants to get involved in this combat immediately. Finds Sonic Snooper, which is useful. He cannot use it currently. He has nothing to draw from. Hunter's up here. The problem is Ilban is going to be going in late, and he's going to have a lot of cards, and he's going to have Hardy Warrior access. So Beast is going to struggle to win this, which means Hunter just gets shipping. Absolute carnage this. What is happening here? So none of the others had any diplomacy access. So Hunter's going to get shipping immediately here, which he can't believe. Memo Quarters has turned up on the row as well. Chaotic starters. So Helena has Spy Satellites. I still think shifting, like with Spy Satellites, you just charge an alliance. You don't have to not do anything here, but whatever. So Helena's going to start drawing cards. Trying to find some fun stuff here. She tries to see cards, which is the last thing she wanted to see. That is not good for her. Man, this is going to be chaos. So Mentat it is, as mentioned. So he's going to go Mentat and Swordmaster here. which means Beast has to throw more troops in with Imperial Basin, surely. No, he's not going to bother, so he's just going to let, Ilban have this. Wow. I would have thrown them in. I think the victory point, is too important here. And I would have dared him to say, come get me. But, Phoenix looks like he's just going to settle with second spot here. I don't know if that's right or not. I really don't. Nail was not expecting this situation, by the way. He's trying to think if there's anything else to do here other than shipping, and the answer is no. It's a bit weird, but, I mean, just... What do you do here? Just ship. If no one's gonna get in your way, then I guess no one's gonna get in your way. Bizarre. So, Helena's gonna reveal for a sword and 3 persuasion. So, she is prepping up here for trying to get hold of these big cards. She's gonna go more liaisons, I suspect. She can't afford anything on the road. She has full persuasion, actually, so she could get hold of Duncan if she wanted. Only if she wants to go research station heavy, which, you know what? I don't actually hate with Duncan. That would actually... You could hit research station pretty heavily, and that would help discount a lot of it. You've got to keep your deck very thin, though. Treasure in terms of this row here. It's a crazy row. A lot happening. Ilban's up. Ilban's got a Swordmaster here, surely. Swordmaster, and then Hardy Warriors, and win the combat. I don't see any reason not to do that. I mean, you're not guaranteed to get your Diplomacy. It's 4 cards to draw. But he might also find... He's also considering High Council, is what he was considering. He was considering High Counseling for Chome Directorship. That was also an option here, but I think Swordmaster's better. You can still get hold of some very strong cards. He doesn't draw as good as he would have wanted, though. He only finds his Dune, so he's got 7 Persuasion, so he'd have to reveal for Jessica. But he can still play and get hold of Gurney Halleck. Decision for Ilban to make here. Beast reveals, gets another liaison. We're down to 2 liaisons, and it's the second round. Everyone diving for persuasion cards here. Hundred doesn't buy, and Ilban just gives the win to the Beast. Unbelievable. Wow. That is nuts. I do not believe Ilban's won. I cannot believe Ilban's won that. But he has. Or Beast has won it. So Beast wins it. I don't think he should have won it, but he did. Brucey bonus for him. Ilban just goes for Jessica and calls it a day. And we're going to move on here. Curious game. And it gets curious to steal. Machinations is up next. Tons of persuasion available here. Unfortunately, Ilban's too slow to intercept shipping here. Nail's going to get tons of shipping going here. Nail finds his signet ring straight away. He's got water back as well, so he can go to... He's got his water, so he's going to want to probably ship. And he's going to want to find his way to Hager Basin here. I would imagine. It's going to be a bit of a weird turn maybe for him, but he can probably ship, use his fold space, I guess, or signet ring to cash in the Swordmaster. And then go from there. Ilban gets in the way of Hager Basin here. Selective breeding is incoming. Beast takes memo quarters. He's going to be eyeing up Ixen Engineer now. He's going to bump shipping here, but he cannot get his way to fold space. He hasn't got the access there. He's going to hope to poison Snoopy's diplomacy, I think. Shall Murky next tech here. I think that's the way I would proceed with Hunjo. I think I would Dune Desert Planet shipping. I would, I guess... Well, now your Signet Ring's not really doing a whole lot here. So I think I would just use Signet Ring for Swordmaster. And then fold space somewhere. I think that's the way I would probably take this turn here as Andro. He wants to use his Signet Ring, but there's no real good way of doing so. I think he's just got to go with what he's got here. Don't worry about the ring power. It's not a disaster. Shipping, Swordmaster, and then fold space something I think would be... Maybe even keep the water and use that for Hardy Warriors here, perhaps. You know, this is a good combat. It's a very good combat. I think that's the way I proceed here. Helena's got 8 Persuasion. So Helena's going to get hold of Chome Directorship, I'm sure, this round. She's going to Signet Ring that away immediately here. Concerned that Beast might early reveal for it, which he can, by the way. Beast has 8 Persuasion with Mimic and Tech Negotiation, and Beast 100% is going to early reveal for Chome Directorship if Helena doesn't ring it out. So Hunter's getting a tech here, so Trick Transports will be taken. So he is going to get aggressive here. Not shocked by this at all. He's going to throw those in. I think he's going to win this combat as well. Which is good for him, actually, with Grand Conspiracy. So Swordmaster prepped. Helena has the Signet Ring. She's got a Signet Ring, right? More text flying off here. Detonation devices turns up. I think you're going to see some use out of this as well. I think Beast will make use of it as he can. Oh my god, Helena doesn't use the Signet Ring! What? Oh my goodness! Oh, she's looking to Signet Ring with the Swordmaster! Oh, but the Beast is revealing, and look at him looking at his cards! Beast is gonna pinch Chondretship here. He's surely gonna just reveal. Wow, so she's getting her Swordmaster as well, looking to get it away with the, with Chorum. Maybe she's giving up on it and going for Gurney instead, I don't know. Wow. So there's selective breeding for Ilban. So he's obviously chasing Chondretship too, but he's gonna be too slow. He's also not drawn well enough. Beast is up. Beast is gonna reveal for, you've got memo quarters. Just reveal and shake Chondretship. Like, every day of the week. Every day of the week. Oh my goodness, he's going out. Whoa! And he's trying to get away with it. He finds Charisma. Oh, but Helena's surely getting Chondretship out of the row here. Man, with memo quarters, I'm sorry. I just reveal for Chondretship every time. Every single time. It's round 3. I think this is a little greedy for Phoenix. You may disagree, and that's fine, but I think you just got to take Chondretship and call it a day. It's such a big card for you here. It is such a driver. You're scoring points everywhere doing so. He's going to hope that Helena does not ring it. He's going to hope. But shortly, I don't know what Helena's going to do. Like, I think Helena's going Arakeen here. But I don't know. She wanted a Swordmaster, though, so I've no idea what's happening. She can't afford Cho'em. Is she just going to yeet it out? No, it is Gurney. So Gurney Halleck means that Beast is finding his way to Directorship here. Ilban can't get there. He's going to Mentat. But he's too slow. Beast gets there first. Charisma will have to be... So, Beast gets a little fortunate here. I think that was a little greedy for Chondretship, but he gets lucky. Reverend Mother behind, so there's another huge card here. Yeah, I think Beast is fortunate. I think, Yeah, I really do. I think he's a little lucky there. But that's the way it goes. So, Beast gets Cho'em anyways. Huge, huge card for him. Means he actually has access to shipping next round, which is bad news for Hundro. Hundro with an action still to go. So I think it's Fold Space something somewhere. Steel Suits? Steel Suits looks fine. Wealth, I don't hate because you've got reinforcements. I think both are fine. Who else is going Steel Suits this round? Is Helena going Steel Suits? I don't think so. And if you go Steel Suits, that gives you options. Actually, here's an idea. If you go Steel Suits, that opens you up for Great Flat as well. Next round, you go Great Flat because Beast is going to be first. Beast, I don't know if he's going to ship or if he's going to Great Flat, but you give yourself both options and you do whatever the Beast doesn't do. If he ships, you get hold of 6 spice. If he gets 6 spice, then, you still get hold of your shipping. You got loads of water for stuff later on. I think for me it's Steel Suits, and you put an extra troop into the combat. Because Ilban can still do some fun stuff here. You never know. But I think for me it's Steel Suits. Get a water, put a troop in, and give yourself options next round. And that is what we see. I think this is the good move. I think this is a shrewd pick here from Neil. I would put one more troop in, just in case. Finds his diplomacy, which is a bit of a shame, I guess, but that's the way it goes. I think I would put one more in. Yeah. You could put 2 in, but I think 1 is probably fine. You've got reinforcements, although you can't afford reinforcements, so maybe put in the 5th just to be sure. I don't hate that. I think that's not unreasonable. And I wouldn't hate it. I think given you got Grand Conspiracy, you need these bumps. I don't hate just putting 5 in and calling it a day. But then no one else has got intrigues, though, so maybe in that respect you feel pretty confident. You took a little while thinking about it, though. So Helena has 6 persuasion, and Helena has, she's going to make a decision here. So she's trying to work out what her last card is. She's going to Arakeen for it. It's her Dune Desert Planet. So she will get hold of Gurney. It's a free trip here to Arakeen. She has 5+1. She will make her, well, 6-1, so Gurney will be safe. Ilban has got 8 persuasion. Chom is gone. He was too slow for it. He really wanted that too, I can assure you. So, decision to make here. Treachery still out there. Mother Maheim still out there. Beast desperately wants to get hold of Ixen Engineer, by the way. Desperately. He might even get Ixen Engineer and do it via detonation devices and dreadnoughts. That'd be really, really awesome. Ilban can go in here. Well, I think it's going to be wealth. Yeah, it is just wealth here. Just take some cash. Funding more Mentats. Not surprised. So, 100 reveals for 4. There's nothing to play here. He might not buy. I don't think he's going to buy anything here. Initiate's there, which is okay. There's so many other good cards. I don't hate Initiate here. It decides against it. Helena will take Gurney. Very strong card for her, but there's a lot of other strong cards out there is the problem. So it's far from straightforward for Helena here. Ilban with 7. I think it's Mother Maheim, and does take Mother Maheim. I had a feeling he wanted that 2 persuasion. Tessie Humanity turns up as well. What a combo with Maheim. That could wreak carnage. I don't think he ever gets it, though. Not realistically. I think someone's going to get ahead of him. And there's nothing to play here. So, Hundro wins it. Taking his bumps, he'll take the Alliance. And I'm guessing the Fremen bump? I'm going to guess. It's a War and 2 Solari for Ilban. And it's 2 water for the Beast. So the question is Beast going to take the spice? Or is he going to take the shipping? That is the question. We shall see. He's going to have his ring. Almost certainly. Skill bank raid. No victory point combat. So that might influence it here. He has Gunfopter as well. Gunfopter has some use in just using that here, actually. I don't hate it. And he does use it immediately, so he is going to go... He's going shipping, so he's given up the spice. I don't know if that's right. I think, as a Beast player, I would have been eyeing up Great Flatting and Highlinering here. Just getting Persuasion, putting pressure on Hundro, getting troops going, you know, and just boss the battlefield here. Especially before Gurney Halleck gets really going here. Helena finds Gurney immediately, by the way. Pretty nice. So Hundro can get the Great Flat, but he has to use his fold space to do it. He's not drawn very well here, has Hundro. I think he has to do it. Also, wow, look at Ilban's hand. Ilban is almost the same. 2 daggers, 2 convincings, and Lady Jessica. Wow. Ilban's going to be able to Mentat, though, and get out of jail. I think Ilban at some point wants to hit High Council, but his money's probably just going to go towards Mentats a lot of the time. I'm curious to see how Hunter's going to approach this one, though. And this hand is kind of weird. Helena does not have access to Siege Tabir, which I think is going to be very important. If she wants to keep slamming Research Station for Spiceman's Flows, she's going to need to get access to Siege to assist that. I think we're going to see Great Flat. No, more Steel Suits. Wow, that is a curious move. Why is he going Steel Suits with all that water already out there? That is interesting. I'm not sure, folks. Helena's running for more techs. Mentat for Ilban. He'll do that every time he can. Beast is up. I think Beast kind of wanted Mentat, but he was never going to get it. So Signet Ring it will be. He's just going to cash it in. Wow. He's just going to garrison up here. Beast needs to rush an alliance. I think Emperor's the way to go here. I think you just got to rush an alliance here as Beast. I think I would have preferred just charging Emperor and getting that ASAP and getting that ring buffed up there, but so be it. So Hundred up. Hundred has second crack at Great Flat. Somehow no one has gone Great Flat here. This is insanity. Beast, Hundred's got to take Great Flat here, right? How did Beast not go there? I have no idea. Helena's going Chalmurky? I think she's going Chalmurky. Yep, Chalmurky it is. So she's just going to go all in on endgames as Helena. Try to play almost for second spot here, maybe, or so. I don't know. The problem is, when you play this strategy, you can't force the end of the game. Bindu suspension is found. Quid pro quo is also found. That's a bad draw for her. She did not want that. Ilban's going to secrets. Picks up private army. Whoops. You see that? Beast picks up an engineer. As expected. Wind traps are the next tech, so lots more cheap stuff out there. It's an easy point here for Beast. Hundred up. I don't hate Hundred going High Council. There's some good cards out there. Full Scale Assault is there as well. There's been so many expensive cards. Wow. Treachery out there as well. Also, someone needs to stop Ilban from getting access. Also, they've got to be concerned that Jessica's in hand with Reverend Mother Mahaim, and that is frightening. That is really frightening. So the players have got to realise that they're going to be losing a lot of cards here a lot of the time. High Council it will be. Mother Mahaim is coming here, I think. Although, Ilban does have 9 persuasion, it should be noted, so maybe not. Maybe buys the Spice Must Flow. I have no idea. Helena is going to really struggle to buy Spice Must Flows is the problem here in this game. She's going to really struggle because of all of this stuff going on here. Carfag it is. Double cross found. I think a few of those are going in. Find Seek Allies, which she did not want to see. So, are you playing Mahaim or are you not? That is the question. 9 persuasion in hand. I'll move down slightly so you can see it a little better. But yeah, 9 persuasions in hand. So if you want to buy Spice Must Flow, he'd have to be influence neutral here. He does not have the spice for selective breeding. He is short. And he does not want to go Haga Basin to pay for Mahaim. Also because he's running out of cards to draw, by the way. He's only got 2 left. And I think one, if not both of them, are his Doom cards. So he can go to Arakeen safely if he wanted to. But I think Mahaim's getting revealed here. I don't think it's being played. I think the best you can really do is Signet Ring to Arakeen. I don't think there's much else to be done here. Yeah. Just kind of idling, picking up some money to obviously pay for Mentats and High Council. 100 reveals for 6. A little fortunate. Treachery's got to be the pick here, surely. And it is. Oh my holy goodness. Wow. Ilban has got some crazy cards to draw here. And Helena cannot buy any of them. Question. Do you, as Ilban, consider giving up the Spice Must Flow for Seat's Reverend Mother and Test of Humanity? Honest question. I don't know. She's considering double crossing here. I think she's going to consider double crossing blue. No, decides against it. So I think Ilban's going to give this up. I think Ilban's going to not worry about it. He might also go full-scale assault. But I don't think Ilban's buying the Spiceless Flow here. Yeah, that tells me he's not. So he's going to have 8 Persuasion. So what's he doing? Is he buying full-scale, or is he going Siege and Test the Humanity? I think either is fine. Siege and Test the Humanity is very scary for everyone else. And that's what we see here. So Test the Humanity and Siege is taken. And Ilban's going to just basically try and brute force provide reveals here. Some scary revealing going on here. So nothing to play here. No one's going to do anything. Ilban is not playing Private Army here for money. There's no way. So it is 2 coins for green and blue. 6 for Helena. We're going to move on here. So everyone kind of getting set up here. Carnage is approaching. Sulfur kills the next combat. No combat VPs for the Beast here. So he's going to have to wait. It will be Hundro to go first. Hundro finds his treachery. He's got Signet Ring. So he can go to Instead of Shipping and get a full tier 2 cash in here on the spot. Which I'm sure he's going to do. I imagine he'll do that for the Fremen Alliance, I would imagine. He's going to want to use Treachery to either Emperor or Bene Gesserit just to get the point directly, I would imagine. Everyone has this Swordmaster but Beast. The Beast is not going to be able to live off Mentat because Helena's not getting in the way of it. And the thing is, that the players have got to stop Ilban drawing Mentat. Like, Helena has to give up, and she has to start hitting Mentat and stopping Ilban from getting there. It's kind of ridiculous. He just keeps getting Mentat. Ilban is going to win this game. His reveals are just too good. And then he's going to start being able to use them behind, and everyone is going to suffer here. So I think Helena is going to have to start trying to get Mentat away from Ilban here and start to police that. I really do believe. Everyone's got really high reveal hands now as well. Because of all the liaisons that got bought and all sorts of stuff going on. Ilban's going to Fremen Bond pretty much every hand. So 100 up first. He's trying... The thing is, if he wants to ship, he has to use his ring. What 100 wanted is he wanted to have like a Doom card or something to get shipping and then use his Signet Ring to cash into the field. But he can't do that, so he's just got to... He's just going to do it and then he'll come down, I imagine, for the spice. He's just going to do it now. I don't see any reason to go up again. I don't think going up again is right. I think I would just cash this in. Yeah. Get some more spice and whatnot. He has troop transports as well, so you want to be hitting this as often as you can. Chucks him in immediately. I don't know if I like that. I think I would have rather have waited. But okay. Because the problem is, if you're playing treacheries in your hands, so you're throwing extra troops, and do you want to throw in that many troops for this combat? I don't know. I think I would have liked to save some of those. I think it takes... He does take the spice. Obviously, he had Solari for reinforcements, but he's going to take the spice here to kind of dominate that front. Don't hate it. So, Helena's going to Bindu here. I don't know what they're looking for. Well, they pulled their diplomacy. She has to take Mentat away from Ilban, surely. She's got to take Mentat away from Ilban. Ilban's just hitting that every single time that you don't go there now. And he's just going to get Spice Plus Flows, and you're going to run out. You need to police Ilban. You have to stop him. He's your main problem here. But doesn't. Really just take some spice. And Ilban's just going to go Mentat again. He's just going to keep printing Spice Plus Flows here. The players have got to get on top of this. I really think if Ilban just gets unfettered access to Mentat, he's just going to win this game so often. Puts away the Fremen Camp for the ring ability. It's more 2 hectares, another good card. And he just goes Mentat. I mean, this is going to happen every single time. I think there's an error here. Luckily, Ilban has drawn terribly here. But he's just going to keep doing it. Beast is up. Beast does not need to get Swordmaster right away. He can wait. And Liaison is the only way he gets there. He could use his Poison Snooper, but I think it's fine. So Ilban's just gonna... Beast is just gonna get his Swordmaster now, so he's happy to wait. Interesting. And he's gonna snoop now. Well, he finds his Engineer. He will not be trashing that. Oh, and he's just thrown away his access to Tex. Oh, he just threw it. I think Beast is going to be forced to go Research Station here. I really do. He's going to need to draw and find access. He does not want Ixon Engineer City. He wants to trash that ASAP. Beast's hand is kind of a bit chunky. So I think he's going to want to cash that immediately here. He's got bigger fish to fry. Hunter up. You kind of want to be using Bounty Hunter to get hold of the cash. That'd be nice. But Treachery, how do you not use Treachery? If you... I mean, I just don't think there's any other great options here. Unless you're going to go Detonation Devices. Which I don't hate. So Hunter's in a really weird spot here. Obviously, he's considering Dreadnoughts for Grand Conspiracy, right? Which means he can't use for Detonation Devices because obviously he needs the Dreadnoughts at the end. But I think Hunter's considering going Dreadnoughting here with his Liaison card. Maybe pick up Wind Traps? I think that's what he's considering doing here. Detonation Devices is really awkward, and if he grabs it, he's going to get a lot of attention. He has Spies to run with. I don't hate Dreadnoughting here. But he needs to pick up a Spice Must Flow, and he needs to get his High Council at some point. He's got his full persuasion of 2 factions. It's already done here, so I think Hunter is going Dreadnoughting here. That's what it looks like, and I think Wind Traps is fine. Spaceport's probably a bit expensive now. A lot of the big cards are already gone. If you could have got that earlier, that would have been super awesome. I think it's probably too late for that now. What else is there? If you're not using your Treachery card, I don't see a lot else. I think it's Dreadnought. Accompanied with troop transports in your Signet Ring. You got reinforcements in the back pocket as well. I think this is the spot. I think it's time. It's always a bit scary sometimes going for Dreadnought. You're never too sure if it's the right call, but I think it's the right move here. The players will be concerned he's going Detonation Devices. He does take it. Well, that's fascinating. So, wow, with Grand Conspiracy and Detonation Devices, that is curious. I don't know if I like that, but it would have been weird him picking Dreadnoughts and not taking Detonation, though. It looked also kind of weird. Maybe that would have given Grand Conspiracy away. I don't know. He takes it. So, Nuclear Heat incoming for Hundro. Elena's going to draw cards, looking for Spice Must Flows. Dagger will go, I imagine. Ilban does not have access to High Council, by the way. He is short. I think we might see Ilban smuggle and High Council. I think he's going to go smuggling High Council, if I had to guess. I think that's what I think Ilban's going to do. Smuggle High Council. Smuggle or attempt to get High Council. Helena might get in the way. Oh, Helena's short. She does not have Spice Must Flow. She's drawn 8. Wow. Ilban might also go Research Station. And he does. Research Station it is. So he's just going for as much reveals as he can here. The players have got to get on top of this. Absolutely got to stop him from doing this. Beast goes to Arakeen with his reconnaissance, trying to find access to tech negotiation. He doesn't get it. And that will annoy him. Bounty Hunter will go to Arakeen. Hunter wants the money. Hunter Dagger, which isn't doing a whole lot. Dreadnought will go in here. How many Dreadnoughts is Hunter intending to buy? Is he going to try and get some detonation hits off and the Grand Conspiracy 2 Dreadnoughts in as well? Or is he just giving up on that and just going to look to go High Council Spice Must Flow? Give him that second victory point. I have no idea. The problem is that even if he's not using his Dreadnoughts, like, the players are going to be trying to stop him. And it's going to make his combat victories harder now. That's the issue here. No wonder he thought about it. Helena up. So Helena's got 8 persuasion. She's not drawn great. What do you do here, Helena? Do you Arakeen it? Hondro puts him in. I do not think Hondro needs to put in that many troops. He's got treachery. That's unnecessary. Yeah. Doesn't need to worry about it. He's got 14 strength. That should be good. Helena is yet to score, by the way. Obviously, she's got the 4 end-game points, but you've got to be careful about that. Does put it in. Don't like that. It's going to be an Eric... Oh, Carthag. Okay. Strategic push is found. I don't think she's going to put troops in here. I don't think Helena really cares for the money anymore. I think she feels that she's got enough. I wouldn't be putting him. So Ilban has a bucket ton of persuasion. 5, 6, 7. He's only... Oh, actually, that's a lie. He's got 10. He's annoyed. I think he wanted to use some stuff here. So he can promise he's got a lot of options. They know he's going to get into Spice with Slow now almost every turn is the problem with the Ilban. So the problem is, if he starts scoring in addition to that, that's a problem. And he's just surely just going to, like, race an alliance. Like, race the Bene Gesserit alliance. Like, what are you going to do? How are you going to stop him here? He wants to reveal Citra and Mother. We wouldn't mind trashing. With, like, trashing the recon. He'll keep all the daggers, I think. Because everyone's just letting him have Mentat here. So I think he's going to use this to secrets. I imagine. He's going to secrets, trash, recon. But he is a little concerned. And he would have 9 persuasion. 2, 4, 5, 6, 9. Yeah, he would have 9 persuasion. If he just revealed next round. He's got his Fold Space card. Depends. The question is, does he want to reveal... Remember, he's got Tessie Humanity. The problem is he's got Tessie Humanity and he's got Mother Mahaim in this hand here. He does not want to draw it, so he does get rid of the dagger. So Beast has to do it this way instead. Didn't find his access. Not what he wanted. So Wind Trap's taken. Extension ready to go. Shuttle Fleet turns up in the row here. Pretty nice tech. So, Hondro reveals for the troops. Hondro absolutely bombed this combat here. I don't think it was necessary to go this hard in, but he did. I mean, if I saw him doing that, I would think he has Stage Incident. Or he's got Master Tactician. It's a real overcommitment here from Niall. I don't think it was necessary. And he's going to feel this in the next round or so. I think he might struggle a little bit to get ready for this tier 3 combat incoming. I really do think he's going to struggle. Beast sitting ready to go. Helena's also looking dangerous. Doesn't buy with his 4. Helena reveal was for 9. I must have miscounted Helena's hand. Ilban's going to fold space and just go secrets. Or wealth. I think either's fine. The problem is he does not want to reveal Tessie Humanity or Reverham. I think he legitimately wants to use both of those next round. But he doesn't want to reveal the fold space. He feels like he wants to use it, but half the time he finds a card he doesn't really want to see. If he finds Tessie Humanity, he's not guaranteed to get Mother Mahaim pairing with anything. And Mother Mahaim revealing now is a bit of a waste. Ilban could just tech negotiate, but he's going to go secrecy and he's going to try and hope it all works itself out. He finds Glimpse the Path here. Oh, and he pulls Convincing. So that's huge. Perfect result for Ilban, and he can draw more cards. Can you believe it? Beast takes a Truthsayer to be placed by another Truthsayer. Wow. 2 remaining for the Beast. I don't think I'd be buying anything else here. I don't like a liaison for you. I think you're fine. Yeah, I'm coming with that. And then Ilban's going to reveal for 11. So Spice of Flows are incoming here. And this is a real problem for the players. Real problem. They've got to do something about this. Nothing will happen. Nothing from Hunjo. So, again, huge overcommitments. He has to detonate for the point. Gets him to 6. But he's now kind of out of resources a little bit here. That was very, very pricey. Finds tiebreaker. Secret forces for Beast. He did not want to see that. But to be fair, getting High Council, you've got Mimic is not the worst. You're not doing anything else with your money, so maybe it's not that bad. Maybe it's not that bad. Arakeen is next. It is victory point combat here, and Helena is going to be eyeing this one up, I imagine. The money is kind of irrelevant, so it is basically all or nothing for the win now. The 4 Solari really does not matter. Helena's going to have to decide very quickly if she wants to make a stake for this fight or not. I still can't believe Helena just ditched shifting legions like that for a liaison. I just don't think that was right. But whatever. So Helena's going selective breeding. Ilbon's going to get Mentats. The Mentat is gone. Hundro has the Mentat. Ilbon can still hit the Mentat space with his dagger and draw 2 cards. And he might do so with Tessie Humanity. And then use Mahayam. I would not be shocked here. If you see Tessie Humanity played, this Mahayam is coming in immediately. Here it goes. So the players will see it, and they will know someone has to go Wealth now. So Tessie Humanity comes in, so players need to discard clockwise. Officially. And it's a card or deployed troop. No one's deployed a troop yet. No, it's got to be a deployed troop. Can't take from your garrison. I'm sure the player's telling him. Yeah, it's got to be a deployed troop, so he has to lose a card here. Someone has to go Wealth to stop Reverend Mahayam. It absolutely has to be stopped. If no one goes to Wealth and Mahayam gets off here, then I'm sorry, but the players deserve it. Gunthorpe gets played again. She's interesting. So just using that to get rid of a troop for Helena, which is what it is. So Hunjo's first chance to go Wealth. Hunjo doesn't care to... The thing is, Hunjo's got all of these... He's got Menta. He's got all of these actions. Hunjo's got 2 choices. He either goes Wealth or he goes Research Station. I don't hate Research Station for Hunjo here. Protecting against Mahayam that way and hoping that Helena goes there. If you don't want to go there for yourself. Problem is, Helena's got Spy Satellites. And Helena may just stomach it. The problem is, Helena's also in a weird spot here, where she wants to buy Sponsors Flows. She needs to protect her hand. It's kind of a weird spot here. I would not be surprised if the players were talking here. And kind of discussing, well, not necessarily talking as such, but kind of wondering what the other person's going to do here. Hunter's got a decision to make. Hunter just going Wealth is not bad. And if he doesn't go Wealth, Reverend Mahayam is coming. 100%. And he must know this. So if he doesn't go Wealth, I think it's going to be Research Station. And if you don't go Research Station, then clearly you don't care. But you got High Council. I think you got to protect this, right? You need your bumper Emperor at some point, right? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Wow. The only thing I can think is that Hundro is calculating that the card loss is going to hurt Beast and Helena more. It's the only thing I can really think of, but I think that's still probably getting in the way there. But maybe that's why they're sitting there and I'm sitting here. Well, on their heads be it. On their heads be it. Considering Ilbon could only go to one spot, and they didn't even want to block that. Can't believe that. That is astonishing. Did they forget she bought it? Or he bought it? I can't believe that. That is astonishing. I mean, he's thinking about it. He must have forgot that he had it. It's the only thing I mean. Nail must have forgot, because surely if you go forward, you know it's coming, and you know mentally, right, it's these two cards I'm getting rid of. Like Helena did. I cannot believe that Hanjo Moritani... Wow. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. What do you do? What do you do? If Hanjo Moritani loses this game to Count Ilban, I think he's going to rue this not going to wealth here. He clearly didn't prepare for it. He's thinking this hard about what cards to get rid of. He was not thinking about this at all here. He must have forgot or something. Wow. Crazy. Crazy. Unbelievable. I don't hate Helena not going there entirely. But, yeah, madness. And JC's just, like, probably wondering, what the heck were you guys doing? The problem is for JC is his garrison's getting kind of big here, so he kind of has to go in here. He's going to go research station and give him more actions, which means that, well, 100 gave up anyways. Found some good cards. And he gets the extra troop there. Can put in 3. 2+1. And the problem now is, what does Hanjo Moritani do with his 3 actions? This is another reason why I think he had to stop this, because he's basically given his Mentat reward that he went into the last combat is now just been given up. You know, I just can't agree. He's going to go Highliner. He was prepping a Highliner. That's why he had all this spice. He was scared about his alliance. He's going to go in this combat, and he's going to reinforcements to chuck in, and he's going to go for this point here, but he's given up, like, so much action economy to do this. And the problem is now he's having to go so early that Beast might just go in over the top anyways. Helena also has Gurney Halleck. Yeah. I think Hunter's got this one wrong, kids. I hate to say it. Ixion Probe found. These troops are going in. And then Beast has a decision to make. Beast probably has to stay out of this if she goes in, and she does. Beast has to give this up, surely. Yeah. I think Hunter just got this wrong. It's unfortunate. Just made the wrong call. So Ilban's gonna High Council. There are worlds where Ilban is still gonna get a Spice or Slow here, by the way. He has glimpsed the path. He has 7 Persuasion. There are several cards which get him to it gets him to 9 Persuasion. Probably about 3 of those cards I think get him there, if not 4. Jessica gets him, Seats Reverend Mother gets him, Convincing gets him. I think he's got another Liaison. Yeah, Liaison, his Recon, and 2 Dunes, I think, is his hand. I haven't written it down. That's just a rough mental guess. So Beast has an action. Beast has to decide if he wants to get involved here. The answer is he cannot. He cannot surpass Helena here. So what does he do with this action? Does he go Fremen? He's run out. He's not got many places to go. It's Steel Suits, it's Hardy Warriors, or smuggling. He could smuggle and cash in for his Bene Gesserit point. I wouldn't hate that. But I think he's going to feel going Steel Suits is fine. And I don't hate Steel Suits. Fold Spaces. Now that is going to raise some eyebrows. That is going to raise some eyebrows here. They're going to wonder, what is going on? Has he got plans within plans? They're going to wonder. He obviously has memo quarters. I think it's pretty ambitious thinking Beast is going to get off memo quarters given the amount of what's going on. But I don't know. I don't know. So Hunter's out of actions. Hunter just has to reveal. Hunter now has to decide if he's going to use his reinforcements or not. He still has to press it. Does he reinforcements? And this is the problem. It's at him just choosing to, him choosing to, yeah. It's been a bad round for Nail. He's just not gone well. It's not gone right at all, this. Missing Wealth has spiraled out of control here, and now he's lost the combat. He's lost a lot of things here. A disastrous situation for him. Double cross as well. Just adding a bit of extra insult to the wounds here. So, he made the right choice. She has to double cross. She had to do it. She's got to protect the rest of her hand here. So, a bit of a... She's kind of just throwing it away a little bit here. But yeah, this is... If Nail does not make it through this round into the semi-finals, he's going to look back at this turn, and I think he'll rue not going well. I think this has caused a lot more issues than he was expecting. Glimpse the path. Does Ilban find it? No, he doesn't. He's short. Only 8 persuasion, so full-scale assault it will be instead. It still reveals for 2 persuasion, which isn't bad. So, it's, misses the point. But he has some firepower for next, within his cards. He doesn't have a lot of troops, though, is the problem. Beast reveals for free and gets the other Truthsayer. Beast has got a really big deck, though. And that is going to be it here. Nothing to play here. So, Helena takes the point. She needed at least 1 combat victory. She still has 3 endgame points and Chow Murky here, so she's still definitely right in there. Ilban favourite, though, going into the next round, and it is economic supremacy. Okay, so let's look at how everyone's resources are looking here. Ilban's not looking too bad. Huntro's got potential. It should be interesting. So Ilban's just going to draw 4 cards here. Ilban would love to end this game this round, but he might struggle to. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. That's 5, 7, 9, 11, 13 persuasion. He can use Test and Mahaim again. And, wow, that's huge. So, Beast gets a bonus instead of shipping. He wasn't expecting that. He's got to take the Bene Gesserit point, right? Is he really going to fight for the Alliance here? That seems insane. It's got to be Bene Gesserit point. Surely. Yeah, I don't think there's any other reason not to do that. Bonus shipping, takes the spice. Ixon Engineer will trash for a point this round. But Beast's hand is terrible. Probably he's got a big hand and he has not trashed anything. And now he's feeling the pains of that. Hunter's hand is not much better. He has 9 persuasion. Hunter needs to somehow score this round and get ready for the next combat. I don't know how he's going to do that. His hand is not good. I don't know if he took his cash. He did not take his cash. So, that has been taken. I don't think the money really makes a huge difference, though, here. Nail's in all sorts of problems right now. All sorts of problems. I don't know how he's going to recover here. He's in real trouble. Needs to somehow recover from what just happened. Helena's hand is also not good either. I don't hate Hunter Moritani just going to Research Station and denying that to Ilban. Ilban has 15 persuasion. I know you've got Bounty Hunter, and you could go to Research Station after Ilban, but do you really want Ilban getting to Research Station? I don't think so. I think when you see Lady Jessica going to Slits Breeding, he's intended to draw pretty much every card in his entire hand here, and he's going for double Spice Must Flow. I think that's what Ilban's planning to do here. That's kind of scary. I think Bounty Hunter just to Research Station is fine. And kind of reassess. Your hand's not very good. I know you can infiltrate. He's got no progress of Bene Gesserit in the Emperor either. He's in a real mess here. He's got his High Council. If he gets a Spice Must Flow, it's worth 2 points, because Grand Conspiracy gives him a point for it as well. So I think he has to guarantee that, and I think the way to do that is Research Station. I think you just get in front of Ilban. Do not give him chances to draw 2 Spice Must Flows. That would be just ridiculous. I know you want to get the money from Bounty Hunter. I know you do. But I think someone has to stop Ilban here. Ilban's had so much free reign in this game here. Just mentats everywhere. Like, he's had all sorts of stuff. To be fair, you're lucky he didn't buy a Spice Must Flow the last round. He only just missed it. Otherwise, Ilban would be looking to end the game. Research Station for me. The problem as well is Tiebreaker is drastically down in value because Helena has Shalmurki. So that really hurts Tiebreaker here as well. So it's Research Station for me. I think it's the move. Guarantee that victory point for the Spice Must Flow. And then Grand Conspiracy's worth 2. Yeah, I think this is the move here. He does do it. Finds not a ton of persuasion. A lot of kind of rubbish cards. But in a way, it's not so bad. It means his next hand's going to be really good here. Ixion Probe is going to be played. So, keeping the dagger. Interesting. Is Helena actually going to Mentat steal here? Gurney Halleck is found. No, she still doesn't. I don't know if I really like this. Because Gurney, she can infiltrate. I think Gurney could have done with waiting. I guess Ilban can't get Mentat here, but some other people might. So Helena's just going to barrel in here immediately. I also don't like this either. Is Helena really going to win this round? Is she playing for second spot? I guess. So here comes Mahayam. Once again. Cannot believe how... I mean, there was nothing to do with stopping that Mahayam there, but the last one should have been stopped, 100%. So that'll go for Hundro. He's got to get rid of his dagger here, right? Or does he save for tech negotiation? Nah, just get rid of your dagger, Hundro. Hundro's doing the maths. He's got 10 persuasion. If he gets rid of his dagger, he can at least diplomacy to, like, secrets or something. Like, Ilban's obviously got a lot of, Bene Gesserit synergy, so he's able to get Mahayam off a lot easier now, but... Man, he's had some... the players have let him get away with murder in this game. It really does feel like that. It really does. The problem is now it's so hard to score Spice Must Flows. I mean, 100 can, because he went Research Station. What's he thinking of not getting rid of the dagger for? What's he daggering? He wants Dreadnought. Oh my god. Is 100 giving up? Whoa. I was going to say. I think 100's going Dreadnought with his dagger. And he's going to reveal for the Spice Must Flow. I think what's going on here. Beast will just throw troops in. But I don't think Beast can win this. Here comes the Dreadnought. No, he Mentats. He finds his other dagger. He's still going Dreadnought, surely. He's got a Dreadnought, right? Helena will go to Arakeen. Just throwing dudes in. Duncan Idaho found. That's pretty good. She's got Sigma's Awaken Bowie she pulled. Completely missed that. She's kind of nice. Completely missed that she had that. Ilban up. Ilban's got an action to go. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10. 13 persuasion in hand. So he can do anything he wants here. And he still has an action to go here. I would honestly consider Tessie Humanitying just to make Huntro's life even more miserable. Hunter's been, like, slaving over, like, cards to get rid of. Yeah, he's looking at the discard here. Tessie Humanity's incoming. Hunter's got the dagger, though, which he'll be able to reveal here, but I think Tessie Humanity's coming. He's considering doing it to just screw with him here. The problem is Hunter's taken so long trying to decide what card it is attracting attention. You've got to kind of play safe. When this sort of thing's going on, people forcing cards out your hand, you've got to kind of play safe on your decisions here. So, on persuasion-wise, if you're still going for Spiceless Flows. But I think Tessie Humanity's coming. The problem is Tessie Humanity is going where, though? Secrets? It's a problem. But Tessie Humanity hasn't got a lot of great spaces to go. That's the issue here. Ilban can't really fight combat, though. What's a great space for Ilban to get? He's looking at his intrigues. Ilban's wondering if he can get a point from this combat. And that might influence going Hardy Warriors. And he'll go Hardy Warriors, and he'll throw the Dreadnought in. And he's going to look to Second Wave and Private Army and try and... he's just going to chuck him in here. And he's going to go for a point here. So Ilban can only get to 9, though. He can't double score. Or triple score, I should say. High Council for the Beast. Which he needed, obviously, to get hold of his Secret Forces. Doesn't need to play it right now. Exponential will trash for a point. Will get Phoenix up to 7. Hunjo's got a Dreadnought here. If it's the only move... He's scared of Dreadnoughting, and then, Phoenix is taking, he's taking he's taking it back. Uh-oh. I don't think there's a way of getting rid of that, so you're just gonna have to, yeah, do it that way. There we go, everyone's happy. Wow, so Beast just he decides not to go High Council. He takes it back. He's just going to reveal. And take the Ixan Engineer. Why not go High Council? He's terrified. It's Tessie Humanity. Beast is absolutely terrified of Tessie Humanity screwing up his Ixan Engineer. And he's not going to take the chance. That is the power of what has happened in this game. Kind of warping that now. The only reason he didn't do it is in case it somehow, if Ilban's got recall and Tessie Humanity, he's absolutely petrified of that, and he's not willing to take the chance. So he's just going to give up the High Council and give up the action here. Hjorth's going to win this game. Hjorth is going to win this game here, surely. Wow, Hundro. And Hundro goes tech negotiating because he's scared of Tessie Humanity. Unbelievable. What is happening here? Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. I don't think Helene's going to win this combat. I don't think she can win it. She's got some swords, but it's not going to be enough. Ilban only wants second place. So Ilban doesn't want to win it. Second's good with him. Wow. Beast is going to win it. This is crazy. So Hjorth is looking very good for the semis right now. Diplomacy for Hundro. So he's gone tech negotiations so he can use diplomacy. And he's going to go secrets is the only thing I can think he's going to do here. Giving up on the Dreadnoughts. He's going to do it this way instead. Calculated hire is found. Can't use it now, but he can use it next round. So Ooba's going to reel for 3 swords and has strategic push. Curious to see what's going to happen. So what's he going to do manually? So push will get to 13, But Ilban's going to use something here to obviously get cleared this point. So the question is, do they use second wave or do they use private army? I don't know, is the answer. I'm unsure. 100 takes the spice plus flow, so it gives him 1 point of ground conspiracy. He's active, so he's at 8, basically. 7 plus 1. Helena's still got 3 endgame points in Shalmurky. Sleep Must Awaken also sitting there. Hjorth reckons he's favourite, but Hjorth has no endgame power currently. It's all with Helena's hand, so it's going to be a close finish here. The game does not end this round. Ilban can only score 1. They'll be terrified, though, that Ilban's got demand respect. If Ilban had demand respect and won the combat, game would be over. He'd be able to cash in the free spice and use that for a second economic point. But it's not the case. If he had, to the victory, I should say, if he had demand respect, he could actually take the Hundreds Alliance. So there are cards that Ilban could have here where he wins the game. Demand respect and To the Victor would both give him a bonus point in this combat and would end the game on the spot here. Hanjo is thinking about high enforcements, but there's no point. Ilban uses the lot! Wow. Just denying Helena the victory. And Helena cannot catch. There's nothing she can do. Hjorth didn't even bother waiting. I think Hjorth should have used Private Army and like get strategic push and kind of sift down. I'm surprised he just played both there. Interesting. Well, so it's a point for Helena, and it's a point for Ilban, and it's resources for JC. Dreadnought's going to go on to Carfag. And we're going to move on here. So it's round 8. What is going to happen here? Ilban at 9. Helena's right behind. Niall's not too far behind. Nor is Phoenix. It's pretty close here. Battle for Carfag it is. Bonus troop for Ilban. It's not going to matter, I don't think, in this combat. Here we go. So, shipping for the Beast. The Beast is drawn terrible. It's a god-awful hand. Oh, no. Hand Beast has no access to an alliance. He's got no faction access. Crazy. Hunjo is up. Hunjo's got his treachery. He has to use it. I think he might treachery wealth here. A, for his point, and B, to stop Beast getting to wealth. He'd have to conspire for it. I don't hate the move. He's also a bit scared of his alliance with the Fremen as well. It's kind of sitting there. It's a little scary. He's got calculate high, remember, so he can get hold of the extra action. It's not an issue. Doesn't have to worry about Ilban getting hold of that. Well, Ilban might go to the space anyways, depending. His hand's also not that good. Ilban's got full-scale assault, but no Dreadnought to use it with now, so he's just going to throw it in for dudes. Ilban wants to go wealth and get the Emperor Alliance. That is his automatic move here. So I think Hunjo has to find wealth with treachery. Get his point, keep Beast away from it, keep Ilban away from it. I think that has to be the move here. If Ilban gets the 10th point, like, he just wins, right? You're not catching him up. Problem is, Ilban's going to get a point somewhere. If Ilban gets the Alliance and gets the Spiceless Flow, he just wins this game. There's nothing anyone's going to be able to do about it. But Ilban only has 10 Persuasion. He's not drawn amazing. I think we might still see Signet Ring to Mentat, regardless of if the Mentat is actually there or not. I think Ilban's still going to hit the space. In a weird sort of way, if you go calculated higher, it's actually easier for Ilban to hit the Mentat space, as bizarre as it is. But you got to take the action, surely. So he'll take the Mentat away. Ilban, I don't think, cares about that. I think he's still going there. It's Treachery to Wealth. It's Treachery to Wealth. I think is the move here. He's just going to let Ilban have this alliance? Because Helena's not going there. She's never going wealth. The only person that's going to stop Ilban getting to wealth is you. He's got no resources. You've got to take advantage of that. Surely. He can't go selective. He can't go conspire. He's not got troops. He's not going to... I don't think Ilban is realistically fighting you for this alliance. I think your alliance is more often than not safe. He's got no intrigues. He can't infiltrate. He can't... He can't, like, find ways to do it, but he's just going to let him have this alliance. Wow. If Helena found a wealth block, if Hundred doesn't go there, I'd be so impressed. But I don't think she is. What's he treacherying here? Wow. I just don't think this is right. You just get a point for going wealth as well. Like, you stop Ilban, you stop Beast, and you just get a point. But he disagrees. He goes Siege, so must just be prepping, going Hardy Warriors of Treachery, and just throwing everything to the combat. Must be the plan here. Helena can't go Mentat. She was going to, but it's missing. She won't go for it herself. So Helena's at effectively 8. She's got 3 endgame points. She has Chalmurki as well, which Ilban will be very aware of. So although Ilban is technically full clear, it's not that... It's closer than it looks. But he's about to score his 10th point here. And no one's going to be able to stop it. Helena might go Mentat anyway. Like, it's a high council. That's 9. Ilban just takes the Emperor Alliance at wealth. Yeah. Oh. It's a fight for second place now. It's a fight to be a best place second. That is what this has now devolved into. The players have clearly, they just said, all right, Hjorth's going to win this game. We're going to let him win and we're going to fight amongst ourselves. That's what it looks like to me now. Beast finds his ring, by the way. Then, of course, he does not have his, he never went High Council. He gave that back, so he does not have access to secret forces. It's too late, I think. If I saw that, I would assume that he's got hold of... he's going Hardy Warriors, is what Hondro's arming up for. He's arming up for Hardy Warriors, and he's going to hope to try and win this combat. Which he might do, to be fair. Yeah, see, Ilban just goes Mentat anyways. Told it was coming. So Hjorth's going to win this game. He's going to get 11, and I don't think he's getting caught by anyone. JC isn't going to catch him. I don't think Helena's catching him. Beast is short on water. He can't go research. Defines dispatching an envoy. It's too late. Troops in. 4 in. Is that going to be enough to keep Hunter away? I think it is. 100 can get in a Dreadnought. Oh, no, he's good here. No, he goes Hardy Warriors, he's good. He gets Dreadnought plus 2 troops plus 2 troops, which is 11 strength, which gets him to 13. And tiebreaker would be 15. It would be enough to win this combat. And he's got nothing else to do. So he's going Hardy Warriors. Hunter's going to win the combat. He's going to get to 10 points. He's got reinforcements as well. Yeah. They're just trying to look at the mass here, but that's fine. So, looks like Hunter's going to be good here. And he's gonna get second place. He's gonna hope his 10 points second place is gonna be enough to qualify to the next round. But yeah, it's clearly a case they've just said to Orban, right, just win the game. Ilban's got 12 persuasion. He has a free action. He'll go Jessica to secrets. Might as well. Not much really to do. Demand Respect is doing nothing. It's too late. It doesn't really matter, this. Hjorth is going to make his way to the semi-finals. I think there were chances to try and stop Ilban here. And I don't think they were taken enough. I think players were too focused on their own games, I guess. So, it is what it is. Hunter has no more actions. Gets a spice. Reinforcements to be played. Which means JC, Phoenix, and Ooba are out. Hjorth wins it. And Honjo's going to have to hope for a second place finish here. He's actually going to get to 11. Wait a second. Is Neo going to win this? I think they're both through anyways. I think they're both going to get through to the next round, so I don't think it hugely matters here. But actually, I think Hunter's going to win this. Because he's going to get 3 points for the combat, and Grand Conspiracy is still worth 1, remember? Yeah. Hunter's going to get to 11 points, and Tiebreaker's going to win it. So Neo's actually going to win this. Is going to win this game. Wow. Wow. It's been a crazy match, everyone. It's been a crazy, crazy match. Intrigue draw for the Beast. It does nothing. It's all over. And Tiebreaker's going to get tabled here at the end of this all, along with Grand Conspiracy. Which means Nail's going to win this with Tiebreak. It's going to get him through to the semi-finals. Hjorth with 11 is surely as well going to be good for the next round. Will qualify as a fastest loser. I'd be stunned if he didn't. So, yeah. A crazy match. Hjorth got given buckets. Just put it on the score. Just put it on the score. That was pretty chaotic. Not gonna lie.
It was wild.
It was all over the joint game.
This too was.
Yeah, they obviously
That ruined my week, man.
We'll talk about this in a moment. I guess those things there, like I mean, it also kind of relates to this as well. There was definitely a couple of rounds before the first time this came off, but I was sure like one of you was gonna go Wealth to block it, and then no one bothered. I was just like, wow. But finding their way in the last combat here, there's Nail. Beast not able to do enough. And yeah, find the victory, I guess. Grand Conspiracy also finding a point out of that, which is pretty useful. Brucey bonus.
Yeah, that was clutch. Feels nice to have that early.
Yeah, it was his opening draw, so at least it gives you direction. It was interesting, but also getting Grand Conspiracy combined up with Detonation. It's a bit weird to get both of those, because like you can only really do one or the other as far as the second point's concerned, right?
Yeah, I figured it gave me options. I didn't expect. I thought, sometimes full scale assault just sits on the row. So last turn I could get like a cheeky couple points if I have one dreadnought and I think I'm gonna detonate, and then I reveal for 8 and buy full scale. I just figured there's options.
Yeah, which I don't hate. I mean, Ilban was not intending to get full scale assault. They were after the Spice of Flow and just missed their coin flip draw. But obviously, Ilban had a huge deck going. Banjos were everywhere. Yeah. Obviously, having it's always good to have Test and Reverend Mother off though. But yeah, I am surprised the first time. I'm surprised no one got in the way of that, but no one did. Then obviously, beyond that, it's like, well, then you got Jessica running, and it's like there's not a lot you can really do about to kind of get in the way there. But definitely caused some issues. Hampered a lot of stuff going on. Helena definitely didn't need that, but I mean, the deck was there to make, and it all came down, I think, to the early decision of not buying the Spice Must Flow, or not going for it, and going for Test and Seek Reverend Mother. I think that was the turning point.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, a lot of stuff. It was crazy. It was a big row. Beast get Cho'em. I think you were a little lucky to get that actually, because you went Arakeen, and and Helena had a signet ring, and I was thinking for sure she's going to get that out of the way, but went for Gurney instead, which I don't hate, but I was so terrible. I was like, I'm just revealing immediately to get Cho'em and just not even worried about it. But you got it in the end, so
it didn't save me though. Getting it multiple times in the rows after not going places and having to discard was pretty rough.
Yeah, your economy got kind of a bit trashed up. There's no question about that. And obviously the problem is obviously you've got a pretty sizable deck there, and then you hadn't got any cards. Like that is gonna hurt. There's no question about that. You know, no alliance to power your ring, bits and pieces like that. Yeah, there's definitely issues there. But no, it was a good watch. I think it was a good solid game. You'll see Nile wins it. Hjorth, I think, qualifies already into the semis as well. I think he's good as a fastest loser.
With 11 points.
Yeah, I think he
Yeah.
he automatically already is as well. Looking at my table, so let me have a look at my table. Yeah, he's already through, so there's no worries about that.
Nice.
So it'll be a pair of you into the semifinals.
All right, me and Ooba will just cry in a corner.
Yeah,
no.
I mean, I guess so, but it was.
It was a great game. It was close.
It was never going to be easy. I mean, like, I knew Phoenix, but when I saw these, I think you're just taking beats, because you've picked a lot of combat leaders throughout, and there was no reason to change that. Ooba has veered towards that, but I figured that if you've got a combat leader, you're going to try and just boss the battlefield, but yeah, your actual economy just got crippled, really.
Yep. All right. GG.
Alright,
GG.
no worries, guys.
Yeah, great game. Thanks for playing.
That was a good game.
Good luck in the next round.
Thanks.
See ya.
Good game, guys. Have a good one.
So that is going to do it for us here. Yeah, I mean, I think Ilban was looking pretty solid to go through with the deck and the way they were sat. Like, I think they were always going to look pretty good to take either first or a good second spot here and pretty go through. Nail finds his way to the semifinals. I don't want to sit here and say that I think he's fortunate, but I think maybe slightly. There are definitely worlds where the Beast finds, like, Ambush, and he's got maybe Mouse Tactician already, and he's able to catch you up on that final combat. It gets kind of ugly. But go show, yeah, having Grand Conspiracy and Reinforcements from the very start of the game, rode it all the way through, and managed to get the value from them at the end there. Very, very big here. So, yeah. Shame for Phoenix, shame for Ooba. They've had good tournaments, but they will be stepping out here. It will be Hjorth and Nail finding their ways into the semis. I really thought Hundro was going to be more penalized and more affected by the loss of cards, but I guess at the end of the day, it just hit Beast more and it just hit Elena more. And that's why he managed to sort of get through. He obviously wins the game, which, you know, tiebreak helps him get there, but he was good for whichever position regardless. So Hundro and Ilban go through to the semifinals. Thank you for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed. As always, if you want to help us and support us here on the channel, you can follow us. I got a Ko-Fi. There's all sorts going on. We'll see you on the next conflict.